Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very overdue apartment tour. The lighting in this video is going to be all over the place just because of the time of day that I'm filming, so I apologize for that. But before I jump into the tour, I wanted to hit a couple questions that I know I'm going to get a bunch in the comments. So first, I don't share the neighborhood or complex that I'm living in just for security reasons, but I do live in DC. I know when I was looking up apartment tours in DC, so many of them ended up being in Arlington or in Maryland. I do live in DC. I don't specify where for privacy reasons, and if you do recognize it, ask that you keep that to yourself. I feel like that's a pretty obvious disclaimer. The second thing I wanted to address is that this is considered a junior one bedroom. I know some people are gonna think it's a studio, some people are gonna think it's a one bedroom. I call it a one bedroom because that's what it's classified as on my lease. There are studios in this building and my complex doesn't consider it one. As you guys will see, my room has a door, it has a window, it has a closet. So I do consider it a one bedroom, but it's definitely on the cusp of being a studio. Feel free to interpret as you wish. And then as far as rent, I moved in last December and was lucky enough to catch kind of the tail end of COVID pricing. So my base rent is $1,700. And then by the time all of my utilities, Wi-Fi, energy bill, all of that gets added onto the plate, it's roughly $1,850 a month. And I know to some of you that's gonna sound super expensive. To some of you that's gonna seem like a great deal. I think for living in DC with the amount of square footage I have a really, really reasonable rent right now. And if I was going to re-sign this apartment on an entirely new lease, my rent would likely go up a couple of $100s, if not more. So very grateful to have it slid into this apartment when I did. But yeah, I don't want this intro to be too long, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the tour. I will go ahead and leave links to as much as I can find down below. Some of this stuff is pretty old, so anything that's still available, I will have linked down below, but I hope you guys enjoy the tour. First thing you see when you walk in my apartment is this little entryway. I feel like you guys definitely recognize this if you watch any of my vlogs. And then from the entryway, that connects to the kitchen and the rest of my apartment. The pride and joy of my apartment is this wallpaper wall that I put up from Chasing Paper a couple of months ago. I absolutely love the pattern. It was definitely an investment, but just added so much to this space and really made it feel a little bit more homey. So I have that on this big wall here, this mirror from Walmart. This area over here is a little bit underwhelming. It's definitely not my favorite aesthetically, but is super functional. I brought this coat rack from my last apartment. I assume it's from Target, Amazon, something like that, and just hold my everyday bags on here, grocery bags. I have this little key hook from Anthropology, keep shoes down here, I have my little control panel. And then over here on the other side, I have two really big storage closets, which is so convenient. This first closet doesn't have much because I keep Leo's litter box in here. So that's in the corner. He has this little space. I have my art portfolio and then some random like suitcases, my safe, pretty generic storage in there. And then in this closet, I keep a bunch of Leo stuff, some extra blankets, cleaning supplies, stuff like that. So like I said, extra blankets. I have some extra linens up there as well. Cleaning supplies, Leo's cat food, some extra like planters and soil down there. This is a bag of stuff that people have left in my apartment. And before anybody asks, I am not a Virgo, I'm just unwell. This is a little bit better of an angle of how the entryway feeds into the kitchen area. If anybody watched my last apartment tour, this kitchen setup is very similar. Just have dishwasher, pots and pans, a little drying rack from Target, paper towel holder from Amazon. I keep all of my food and snacks, seasonings up here. And then most of my dishware lives in here. If any of you are also living in smaller spaces, I really recommend getting shelves like this. I feel like it helped really add functionality to the kitchen. And then the rest is pretty generic. I just have like soap, sponges, some more dishes up there and down here, pots and pans down there. This knife set is from Amazon. I really like it for this kitchen just because I feel like it doesn't take up a lot of visual space. Toaster, I have some Polaroids on the fridge of me and my friends. And then that kind of leads to the more living side of the apartment. The main thing I have breaking up the kitchen and the living space is this little bar cart. I also have trash cans over here, but I feel like that's not super exciting. When I first moved into this apartment, I was having a hard time finding a bar cart that wouldn't be underwhelming in this space. I feel like everything was just a little bit too small or too short to like weirdly fill in this gap. So I ended up purchasing this little shelving unit from IKEA and then purchased a wine glass holder from Amazon and screwed it into this top wood piece right here. And I think it works really well as a bar cart and fits the space really well. So jumping into the details, if you watched my last apartment tour, you might recognize this plant. It was a gift from my boss. Bottle of champagne. I have a dead air plant, which I'm hoping is gonna come back, but obviously it's not. It's very dead. I just can't get myself to part with it yet. And then I have this little cheese board from Trader Joe's. This glass was from Target a couple years ago, a candle from Amazon, wine stopper from Target, shot glasses from TJ Maxx. These glasses were a gift, but I believe they were from Home Goods or TJ Maxx as well. Vase came with some flowers I got a few months back, and then flowers there are from Trader Joe's specifically. Coming down to the first shelf, I have this mirror from TJ Maxx. Wine rack is from Amazon, like I said, and then all of that glassware was passed down from my old apartment, so no idea where any of that's from, but I'm sure you can find similar glasses online. And then down here I have a couple coffee table books. The top book is all about architecture in the desert, and then the bottom one is the 20th century through Pantone color swatches, which is super great to read through as a graphic designer. And then this acrylic bottle holder is also from Amazon. This is great because it keeps Leo from knocking everything over. Normally that other bottle would be in there. It's just a little bit too wide. And then quickly before we go into the main living room area, I have this hallway over here. I keep Leo's food down here. I have my washer dryer, HVAC, and then the bathroom. And again, if you watched my last apartment tour, a lot of this probably looks familiar. This floating wood shelf is from Urban Outfitters, print from Society 6, candle from Amazon, and then fresh eucalyptus. I love having eucalyptus in the bathroom. I feel like it just adds such an ambiance, especially after a hot shower with the steam. It's such a moment. Speaking of, this is the shower, pretty generic. The organizer that I have in there is from Target. Moving over this way, just some towel racks and the toilet. All the towels that you guys see are from Target. It's kind of hard to see on camera just because it blends in with the floor, but I do have a trash can over there from TJ Maxx. Toilet, which I feel like I got a lot of comments on my last tour asking why I keep the toilet seat up, and honestly I can't be bothered to lift it up every time I want to pee. It doesn't bother me. Totally get that it bothers some people. I am just not one of those people, I guess. And then coming over here is the main storage in the bathroom. If you watched my initial move-in vlogs to this space, you will recognize that I cut back a ton of stuff on here. So I have this little bowl from Target that I just keep jewelry in when I'm showering or not wearing it. Makeup organizer is from Target as well. And then behind here, I have a ton of storage, which is super nice. This houses most of my skincare, hair care, and just like random extra products. The storage is so great because it obviously holds a ton, but doesn't really take up any room or clutter up the space. And then I have a decent amount of storage under the sink as well. Same containers from my last apartment. I just keep extra skincare products like first aid stuff, nail stuff. Usually there's towels in there. They're just all in the wash. And then I have this little stick-on container from Amazon that I keep all of my hair care, brushes, all of that good stuff in. This bath mat is from Target, same one that was in my last apartment. And then that is it for the bathroom. And then coming out of the bathroom, that leads you to the main living space in the apartment. Sorry if you guys can hear Leo eating in the background, but this is the main living room space of the apartment. As you can see, the windows are so large and let in a ton of light, which is great. I'm gonna pop over this way so you can actually see what's behind me here. But starting off over here in this little nook, I have my desk. I originally purchased this desk from Kohl's. I don't think it's available anymore, but I was able to find a super similar one that I will leave linked down below. And then I just have my work laptop, this light from Target years and years ago, this little mail holder from Target that I am obsessed with, guitar over here in the corner, this Urban Outfitters inspired Good Things Are Coming print. And then coming this way, I will usually swing this chair around if I want to work at my desk, but this is the Cali tub chair from World Market. I am absolutely obsessed with it. It is easily one of my favorite things in my apartment, and I know that I'm going to take it with me pretty much everywhere I move. It's super comfortable to work in, and I just love the structure of the chair. And then I believe this media stand was from Home Depot. It's honestly not the best quality. I can't fully say that I recommend it, but it totally works for me. I really like that these little cabinets swing open and I can keep my Wi-Fi, extra books, technology, all of that stuff in there. This bottom shelf I keep open because Leo likes to lay in it, but that top shelf above it has some extra books and a candle. I have a little salt rock lamp from TJ Maxx. TV is from Best Buy, and then some other small decor items from Target and Home Goods. Another matching chair to the one on the other side, and a super comfortable blanket from Society 6. And then turning this way, I have some plants on the wall floating on acrylic shelves. Definitely not the best fit. I could have measured that better, but you know, it works for now. Could be better, could be worse. This lamp is from Target, I believe. And then I have this super cute gallery wall. If you've watched my channel for the last couple of years, you know that I love working with Society 6. They are easily one of my favorite brands. I think there's a ton of really unique artwork on there, and everything is such high quality. They pay the artists, and it's just one of my favorite places to look for home decor. And they were kind enough to send me over some of the stuff that you guys see here on the gallery wall. So I will have all of this linked down below. I think this just added so much to the apartment and really started to make it feel a little bit more homey. So over here I have this little London print in a black frame, this peach print in a white frame, and then to the left of that I have this Sonder print from Society 6. Below that I have this framed photo that I found in the archives of the street that my old office was on, which I absolutely love. It's so special to me. And then the last print over here is also from Society 6. I really loved that the blue kind of tied into the wallpaper over there. And then I usually like having either blue or orange flowers to kind of tie everything together. Also, I don't think I commented on this earlier, but this frame is from TJ Maxx. Poster is from when I went to Utah. And when I was on my trip there, my friend Jessie gave me this little succulent print that she made. So I have that taped onto the wall. But heading back over this way, over here I have this little scratching post for Leo that I think is super cute. The ugliest couch known to man. It's from IKEA. It was passed down to me and I cannot wait to replace it in my new apartment. I think adding a new couch and a new rug to the space is going to transform everything else that I own. But it's a great couch. It has served me very well. The pillows on top are from Target, and that blanket is from Home Goods. This rug was also passed down to me. I originally brought it here just so that Leo would have a scent that he recognized, but it's still here and I tried to replace it. It didn't go well. If you guys saw that vlog, you know. But I think in my next apartment, I'm gonna take all of this with me, get a really big, like loosely knitted white rug, and then a faux leather sofa. I think that that's just gonna tie everything together really well. But this is what we're working with in the meantime. Then when you come over here, I have a little patio, which is super nice just to have some outdoor space. This furniture set is from Amazon. I believe the plant out there is very dead. I'm just not ready to come to terms with that yet. And then coming back inside, I have this plant stand from Wayfair. I absolutely love this. Obviously, it's not super ideal to have this air purifier here, but Leo learned how to jump on it a couple of weeks ago and kept digging in the dirt, so obviously I had to put that there just to keep him safe. But I have this snake plant and pot from Amazon. This pot is from TJ Maxx, jade plant from Trader Joe's. I think both of these are from IKEA, Amazon, and then that's just a shot glass that I am propagating in right now. So all good looks over here. And then finally, coming around this way, I have my bedroom space. So as you can see, hopefully it's picking up on camera, this wall is actually completely curved, which I think just adds a really unique element to the space. And then this is the door that I was talking about in the intro of this video. It does slide all the way to the windows. So I consider this a one bedroom, so does the apartment complex, but interpret as you wish. Coming over this way though, I have this frame on here from TJ Maxx with some Polaroid pictures in it. This TV I got off Facebook Marketplace. Dresser from IKEA. I had this in my last apartment as well. Over here, I have a really nice sized closet, which is great just for extra storage. Definitely a really good amount of storage. I don't need anything more than this. I have all of my shoes up here, clothing, and then laundry baskets down here. To the left of my closet, I have another print from Society 6. This is my absolute favorite of all the ones that I have. I love that it ties in a very subtle hint of blue with the rest of the apartment. And again, it's just super high quality. Below that, I have my first nightstand. Both of them are from TJ Maxx, and I added the little gem pulls from Home Goods. The frame on top was a gift from my dad. And then my bed is very similar to my last apartment. I have these little string lights from Target, I believe. Bed frame is from Amazon. All of the sheets and pillows on my bed are from Target. I definitely want to spruce this up. It's just something that I never got around to be honest. And then this duvet cover is from Italic. Absolutely love it. It's such a game changer and I think I sleep so much better with it. I think the duvet cover really adds a lot and makes it look a little bit less dormy than the bed looked in my last apartment. And then lastly, coming over here, I have another nightstand. This is obviously the one that I use primarily. So I just have my water bottle, laptop, a book on top, and then my charger sticking out. Leo has his little bed down here, which he normally uses. He definitely sleeps in it at night. Again, if you've seen any of my vlogs, you've definitely seen him sleeping in there. And then coming around this corner, I have the same gold mirror from my last apartment. I purchased this from Amazon a few years back and it's held up really well. I think it'd look really nice to have a little bench here and then some like wall hanging here, but realistically it's gonna look like this until I move out. But very cozy and a comfortable bedroom, especially at night when I have the little fairy lights on and the door is shut. But that is the entire apartment tour. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I seriously love this apartment and I'm so excited to share it with you all. Like I said, I will leave links to as much as I can find down below, and I'll also go ahead and link my last apartment tour. For those of you who are new or just stumbling on this video, I lived in the same building in a 3-bedroom before I moved into this unit. So I'll have that link down below if you want to hear me talk about my pricing there and just see a little bit different of a layout. But yeah, I think that that's everything for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.